Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
As a Canadore College alumni, you have access to perks. Canadore Alumni Perks. This is a lifetime membership that includes special access to great offers, opportunities to get involved, and so much more. Graduates can access discounts and special offers from businesses and hotels locally, across Canada, and internationally. Get information on special events and news, or access the alumni job portal. Keep in touch with Canadore's alumni office. Visit canadorecollege.ca/perks. Great things happen here.
You rely on your vehicle to take you to the places that matter most to you. So bring your vehicle to the team you can rely on to keep it running at its best. Dave's Automotive Services. Whether you're getting your car or truck ready for the season with a tire change, making sure you're safe on the road with an inspection and certification, or doing your due diligence to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape with regular maintenance, Dave's Automotive Services has you covered. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect when you bring your car or truck to Dave's Automotive Services at 411 Airport Road. Call 705-478-5544 and book your appointment today.
The Frontline Podcast, Season 3. Courtney Kenny, Matthew Sukram, Derek Lindemann, Bob Coles, and Ben Long bring you closer to your favorite teams like never before. Covering everything to do with hockey in the North Bay area, exclusive interviews with the North Bay Battalion staff and players, expert analysis on the OHL, NOJHL, and more, keeping you up to date on all things Voodoos, Trappers, Lakers, and more. It's a new season, it's a new adventure. The Frontline Podcast Season 3. Available wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
Good morning and welcome to Memorial Gardens. Matthew Sukram with you here alongside Chris Dawson. It is day 3 of the NOHA camp, and right away it's NOHA Red getting a goal. Not even 20 seconds into this one.
That's the player to watch. Hudson Chitteroni has been next level at this camp. He projected first or second rounder in this OHL draft, and he is up early and ready to go and scored on his first shift.
First shift, first shot. Nice little move in front of the goaltender. I believe it's Jackson Curran in net getting the start here today for NOHA Black.
No, that's Alex Hall. Alex Hall is in goal from Timmins.
It's tough to tell when there's no numbers on the sleeves here and no nameplates, but we'll do it the best we can. As the black team looks to move the puck out of the zone. And that's sent down the right side. That's Jordan McLeod coming down. Centers it to the middle. Knocked away and cleared out of the zone. So, Chris, you've been paying close attention to this tournament over the last 3 days. Obviously, a lot on the line for these players as spot on Team NOHA is up for grabs for the OHL Cup as Black moves in, takes a shot. That one stopped. Camden O'Neill coming through the slot there.
Yeah, it's a pretty exciting tournament for these players. The last year in this tournament, it was really just based on a selection, and they did not have an opportunity to have a camp like this, bringing together this year the top 43 kids from the north. You see when we get the video going, you'll be able to tell you see the different color helmets will tell you can give you the differentiate between North Bay, Sudbury, Timmins, and the Sioux. That's where most of these players are from, club teams, the Timmins Majors, the U16 Nickel Capitals, the U18 Sioux Greyhounds, who are kind of a mixture of U16 and U18, and then the U16 Trappers. Those are the 4 predominant teams that these players are from, with a handful from the New Liskeard Cubs as well.
And Kappas Casing as well.
Yeah, and the Flyers, you're right, yeah.
Danik Dubé with the shot there for Team Black. Just missed wide of the net. And the way it's going to work is we'll have a 20-minute period. Then there will be a 10-minute half period and the teams will switch sides. Then there will be a flood, and then we'll come back and play another half an hour to finish off the game. At the blue line, shot coming in from Jackson Cullen. That missed high.
Cullen, one of the North Bay players here.
Skating in again, Cullen with the shot, and that one's deflected high again. And that's going to allow Black to move the puck out of the zone down the far left wing side. That is Cameron Olsen, gets it on net, and the save is made by Nathan McGuire for the stop right there.
Nice shot, save by Nathan McGuire, staying square to the shooter. He's a young goalie on the first place team in the Great North U18 League, playing alongside in front of a really strong team that's basically locked up first place in the Great North League. So you question with Nathan McGuire going into a big tournament like this, is he going to be ready for the onslaught of shots in the OHL Cup, whereas sometimes Nathan's only getting 10 to 12 shots a game, but he certainly is a skilled goalie, and it's an interesting format too, Matt, because in the middle of March, all the Great North teams congregate in Sault Ste. Marie for the Tournament of Champions. If Sault Ste. Marie, for instance, who is first place, if the first place team wins that tournament, they go to the OHFs. That team will go play the best U18 teams in the province. But what that does is that will take any of the Sioux U16 players ineligible for the OHL Cup.
Right.
So that means their staff here have to look at a couple of different options. Now, if the U18 Trappers, for instance, which I might have a little bias towards, if they win, then the coaching staff and the organization has a clean sheet. There's no U16 players, but Timmins, who has had a really good second half, there's four Timmins players. So Timmins, comes up with an upset and wins. There's, four players that they won't be able to take, and it goes all the way down to the U16 Trappers, the U16 Sudbury. All those players wouldn't be able to go in that tournament. So these guys have to have different options. Like, this is my option A roster, this is my option B roster, and then you have to factor in a lot of injuries. There's a number of players, especially from Sudbury, that aren't here today, one defenseman, Vlad from Sudbury, who's had a really solid year, but he's not here due to injury. So a lot of factors for this staff to try to build this team.
It's a playoff opportunity for Red. O'Neill with the shot. That gets stopped. Picked up by Tony. And now Gazzetti to the line, and O'Neill again with a chance. Back to the middle. Shot comes in, deflected, and a good save made there by Alex Hall.
Yeah, real nice job of staying on his feet and getting square to his post there, making sure the puck didn't slip behind him.
30 seconds left in this power play. First one of the game for either side. In the box is Nicholas Lebrec. Got called for tripping in behind the red net.
Little different option for this team. The last few games, Matthew, have been in the smaller confines of West Ferris. This rink here, for a guy like Hudson Chitteroni, allow him to wheel and show his skill a lot more playing on a bigger ice surface.
Lebrec out of the box, back to 5-on-5. So Red doing an okay job, and now they might be able to finish off here, and a nice give and go there, but they could not get the shot off as Hudson Chitteroni was looking for another one there.
Oh, a very skilled player, made a real nice play, very patient with the puck, sees the ice really well, and obviously he's an elite skater too, so like we said, this big ice surface just works right in his favor.
Play continues as Red on the attack. There's a shot coming in and getting in the way of that one. I believe that was Lebrec blocking that shot.
Tyler Brunette, one of the U16 Trappers.
There's a stretch pass up ahead to Romanek, makes the move, but cannot beat the goaltender McGuire, but does draw the call, and it's going to be a penalty shot coming up here.
Here we go, Brent Romanek. He scored some highlight reel breakaway goals in this building with the U16 Trappers. Now he's going to be able to do it. Maybe a little bit more pressure on him here on this penalty shot.
Knowing who's watching and what's at stake here, and I believe we're going to have a Brett Romanuk feature coming up in one of the intermissions. We'll stay tuned, and we should be able to play that one for you. Courtesy of our color commentator, Chris Dawson at Doss Star Productions. But before we get there, let's see how Brett Romanuk does on this penalty shot. Starts out wide to the middle, and he makes good on it. He beats McGuire glove side, and this game is tied.
That's a really nice move. You know, goalies don't like that. It's really hard when a player comes down, slowly down on the wing, and then he just got across the top of the circle, and with that quick release that might have surprised McGuire, but a really nice play, well executed by Brett Romanuk to even the score at 1-1. Chitteroni and Romanuk, your goal scorers so far in this first period.
Playing the far side corner. Briscoe Duquette looking to move that out. It's back into the corner as Makisoff battles for it for Black. Now moved down the near side boards. It's picked off, and Jones McDonald has control. Sets it back up high in the zone to Nouveau. Back to Nouveau in the middle. And now Gazzetti. Check that. Jones McDonald tried to play it to the middle. That got blocked. And now it clears the zone. Check that. No, they're going to call a slash.
Yeah, Briscoe Duquette got his stick knocked out of his hand. So we will be seeing the Team Black going on the power play and going to the box. Will be, let's see, that's Greyhounds.
That looks like Devin Jones McDonald.
Yes, correct. You're on top of things, Matt.
Trying to be as best we can here. Apologize for the technical difficulties, but we are working through them. And post-game, we know for sure we will be able to overlay the video with the audio feed here. Apologize, we weren't able to do it live, but again, we are working through that now and hoping to get that to you as the morning and the game goes on. That one's sent in towards McGuire, and he'll freeze that for a stoppage in play. So it's Black's first power play of the game here. 1-for-1 on the penalty kill so far.
Brennan Cook taking the face-off. Shout out to his mom, Tracy, from the Thessalon area. He's had a great season. Second on the U18 Greyhounds team in scoring. And he's only 16. He's having a great season. Player to watch for the OHL draft, too. Not considered a real banner year for the North. I would say I wouldn't expect to see as many kids go in this year's draft that went last year. Last year, 5 kids alone from the U16 Trappers. I believe 4 from the U16 Sudbury Nickel Capitals. But what is interesting about this year is the diversity. You have, 4 or 5 players from Timmins that are being looked at right now, which hasn't happened in a long time, and that's a really good thing for hockey development up north of us. So good news for Timmins. So maybe a little more diversity than most years, not just kids from North Bay, Sudbury, and the Sioux getting in the draft. So
2-on-1 into the zone. LeBrec with the opportunity, and they are down to 30 seconds on their power plays. They couldn't get the goal there. It's back at the line, and that is Rotundo. Tried to play it to the right side, but a good job by Team Red to get in the way of the pass, and breaking that one up was Carter Carrier.
Mason Rotundo with the puck, real solid defenseman. Had a tough start to the year with a broken wrist in his second exhibition game of the season, so he got off to a late start, but he's had a really good second half. And I am a little bit biased towards Mason. He's as the Voodoo's general manager, he's an affiliate of ours too, so we'd like to see him, and I know the scouts like the OHL like to see minor midget players, or U16 players rather, playing junior games. So we'll see if Mason gets an opportunity this year, but he practices with our squad every Monday, and he's a hard-working kid, great family, and he's one of the top prospects from North Bay for the draft.
Devin Gallivan is in the box for Team Black. Got called for tripping at the line. And so another power play opportunity for Team Red. They're 0 for 1 on their opportunities so far. And in a tournament like this, is it better or worse when there's a lot of penalties being called earlier on in the game?
I think they also want to see what the team can do on specialty teams, right?
Yeah.
Because that's going to be important when it comes to the crunch time in the OHL Cup. So
at the left side circle, dished off into the corner. Holding that there is Colson Bell. He's getting helped out by Ian LaChance. LaChance sends it to the point to Jackson Cullen. Across to the far right side. Now back to Cullen in the middle. He chips it up the left side for Brandon Shank. Shank coming in towards the net. Goes behind the net. Stops at the end boards. Now he's got room in front. Now he's stayed to the outside. Passes to the boards. Back up high to Shank. Take the shot. That goes wide of the net. Picked up by Cullen. Cullen trying to feed it down low. Now he turns back up high. Still on the boards. Gets it to Shank, who now finds LaChance. LaChance takes the chance to take the shot.
Trying to beat his goalie teammate
Alex Hall
on that opportunity. Yeah, Bryden Shank, another good young player from North Bay. He's definitely known for his shot and has scored like I said about Brent Romanuk, scored a few nice highlight reel goals in this building as well. So. And he's had a solid season for the U16 Trappers, led by the one and only Scott Hike.
Chironi could not win the draw for Team Red, and that allows Black to send it all the way down the ice with 30 seconds remaining on this power play for Team Red. It's a 1-1 score with 9:30 to go in the first period. Chironi bringing it down, stopped in the left side. Played to the line, now fed to the half boards, back to the middle, Chironi to the right side, walking in, shot save made by Hall, got down and stayed square to that puck. Chironi gets it back up high to Fellinger. He'll whip it around the end boards. Team Black trying to move it out of the zone, out of the box comes Declan Gallivant, so back to 5-on-5 as Chironi with a chance, nice and tight, but the goaltender Hall makes the save. And we are back to 5-on-5 with 9:01 to go, 1-1 the score.
Chironi comes off and gives a little poke to one of his teammates on the other team.
Yeah,
you saw the respect. I mean, when you get the video feed, you'll see it. 3 players kind of surrounding Hudson Chironi, but they weren't on top of him because I think they're so fearful of his speed.
It's also, this is a tournament where you don't know how physical you really want to be in a game like this. You're going up against current teammates. You could be playing alongside future teammates, but if physicality is part of the game, you want to show the scouts and the coaching staff that.
Oh, absolutely. You want to play your best game possible. That they're also going to be watching the way you play away from the puck too. So it's not just about getting points. It's about how you play away from the puck, and they're going to be watching that too.
Puck moved into the red zone. And it's stuck in the corner now. A couple of players battling for it. Ends up behind the net on the stick of Kyle Navarro. And sent up ahead to Gazzetti. Brought down the right wing side. Gazzetti trying to move it to the middle. That's turned away by the Black defense.
Navarro, one of the minute munchers on the U16 Nickel Capitals.
Turned over at the blue line. Riley Graffi trying to move it in. And once again, Black pick off the puck. And it is Prisco Duquette trying to move that forward. He gets tripped up in the neutral zone, and that allows Red to dump it back down with 7:50 to play here in the first period. 1-1 the score. Chironi and Romanuk the goal scorers to this point. Jones McDonald with the puck on the left side in the corner for Team Red. Sends it around to the far side, picked up there by Alexis Fournier of Team Black, and it's out to the neutral zone.
Jones McDonald, a big body, one of the bigger players out here for the this 07 group out here from the north.
And I'm sure that
Look
here
at
comes
that
Chironi with a nice move going into the zone, got around a defender and took the shot on Hall. Hall made the save, growling it just under the elbow for the stop, but yeah, Chironi, as you said, showing off the speed and showing off the moves.
Nice outlet pass as well from Bryden Shank to send him alone, but a really nice move he made by the defender going from backhand to forehand to be able to get an opportunity to get away the good shot. And give credit to Alex. The Wall Hall is what his nickname is in Timmins, and he certainly showed that a few weeks ago, beating the U18 Trappers in an upset victory 7-2 a couple of Saturdays ago, and he was really solid keeping his team in it after, especially in the first period where he got a lot of shots by the older team.
Team Red sends it back into the black zone. Whipped around on the far side boards. Lebrecht trying to get that one out. That one is dumped out to the neutral zone, but quickly controlled by Team Red, with Colson Bell dropping back to his own blue line. Sending it forward now onto the stick of Corey Lacroix. He moves over the blue line, dishes it off to the right side boards for Tyler Naveau. He plays it in behind the net for LaChance. Back down to the left side boards, and now down to the blue line for Alex Vlad. Vlad in the corner looking to center it. It gets past everybody's stick, and Lebrecht will get it down the ice. Trying to get it up ahead to the stick of Ryan Miller, but it was just out of his reach and poked away by Nathan McGuire in net for Team Red.
Miller is actually an 07, but this is his second year in the Great North U18 League, playing last year as an underage with the New Liskeard Cubs last year. So he's again one of these players from another outer lying area. Last year, the team was predominantly made of Sault Ste. Marie won the league in the last season, so no Sioux players were able to play on this team. So it was all made up of predominantly North Bay, Sudbury, and basically North Bay, Sudbury, and a couple players from Timmins. Ryan Armitage was one of them last year. But it was basically a North Bay and Sudbury team last season.
Team Red controlling the puck inside the black zone. McLeod behind the net. McLeod has some size to him. At least on the ice right now, he's got some size.
Teammates collide there as a couple of greyhounds lock horns, and one falls to the ice.
6'1", 157. Jordan McLeod behind the net was really showing off some moves.
He's another player. He's in his second year.
Here's a chance for Brendan Cook coming down the right wing side. In on net, the shot save made by Nathan McGuire. Nathan McGuire, 5'11", 157, standing tall in between the pipes for Team Red.
Off of his teammate.
In the middle, the shot comes in. That one's wide. Off the stick of Brendan Cook again. So two opportunities on this shift for Brendan Cook. Puck in the near side corner. Now it bounces to the middle of the zone. There's a chance on net. Right in on McGuire, and he makes the save with Max Campbell barreling down in on him. And Max Campbell, that was a nice play. He came from the far side blue line, went right through the middle of the zone, controlled that bouncing puck, and got a nice chance in on the goaltender.
He came out of the gates really strong. I believe he was leading the Great North League in scoring. Hasn't been scoring on the same pace, but did get a nice goal last Sunday against the U18 Trappers. But he is definitely one of the most skilled players coming out of Sudbury going into this draft. So, but I think the key thing that all these players have to remember is you got to work to your strengths, and they're watching too. You know, just because you don't know your teammates doesn't mean you have to become an individual. You got to be able to work with it. In a short tournament, they want the players that are going to have the awareness and the ability to play with different lines, because you know what, it may change 2 or 3 times in a tournament format. You know, maybe they'll get an opportunity to put teammates and line mates together. But like, for instance, North Bay, perhaps if Shank and Romanuk are selected, they play a lot together on that team. You'd maybe want to put them together as pairs. I know that's one of the things that you've heard when they've talked about World Cup or Olympic teams trying to put pairs together, like Getzlaff and Corey Perry back. We have to go so far
or
back.
Who was it Pascal Dupuis and Sidney Crosby on Team Canada that one year? Chris Kunitz, that's who it was.
Sidney Crosby, yeah. So you like the pairs. We have to go so far back in our memory banks because we haven't had an NHL team
That's it.
in a World Cup or
an Olympic.
Olympics in so long.
So Hudson Cheateroni is in the box right now. Got called for head contact. And so this is the second time that Team Black will have a power play.
As Bryden Shank on the one-on-one. Well defended by Team Black.
In on the end board, sent around to the top of the zone for Dubé, across to the left side, now back to the right. The shot comes in, it got past McGuire, but it went off the side of the net. Shot from a sharp angle is blocked. And Red will pick up the puck, get it to the blue line. Alexis Fournier doing a good job on the near side to keep the puck in the zone briefly, but then it's cleared.
Good patience there by Devin Jones-McDonald, holding on to the puck at the wall and knowing that he had the time, he kept his head up and he made the smart play to get it out. So I really like that play along the wall.
1 minute to go in the power play for Team Black with 3 minutes remaining in this first period. 1-1 the score. We had a couple of goals early on. There's been some penalties, 2 aside on each, so both teams getting their special teams units out there. Through the neutral zone. It's picked off, and there's an opportunity for Team Red. Bell coming in, down the right side, cuts to the middle, takes a shot and misses high on the shorthanded opportunity.
Nice effort by Colson Bell. Colson Bell, a cut from the U18 Greyhounds, so as an 07, he went and played club.
And LeBrec coming in on the breakaway, dangles to the right side, but couldn't get the shot off. Now his pass across to the far side. It's on the stick of DiBardino.
And then he has to pass, did not work, unfortunately for him.
And now Red going in. There's a chance. It's off the side of the net. Alex Vlad on that one. Back to 5-on-5 as Cheateroni is out of the box.
Well, that's great to see Vlad on the ice. He was unable to play last weekend in their last club games before this. So, and you saw
recovering in time to make it to this tournament.
For sure, great to see.
There's a hard hit behind the play.
I'd say he's the top defender from that Sudbury squad. So
DiBardino got knocked down hard on that play, but he gets up and he looks to be okay. The puck is cleared out of the black zone, and there's a foot race towards it, going right towards McGuire, but at the last second, the 2 defenders on Team Red make sure that Brendan Cook could not get the shot off.
What a really good burst of speed. What a
There's
great
a
save by Hall, getting a toe on that.
At the line, shot comes in off the mask of Hall and bounced in the slot, and now it's cleared away by Team Black. So
one of the things that I've noticed about Hall and on that opportunity, he's really good in the far corners, which is where players usually like to shoot. He somehow is able, again, obviously it's his flexibility, but he's able to stretch out with his toe and make some saves that most goaltenders are not able to make, and he made one of those stops just now. So, and I give credit to his goalie coach, Mitchell Knight, who used to play for the junior Trappers, and I think a young Matt Sukram might have even done his first few broadcasts when Mitchell Knight was in goal.
Yeah, that's a blast from the past for sure.
Lawyer
in making, right?
No, lawyer by
or
day.
He is a lawyer now.
Lawyer by day and goalie coach by night. And Knight.
There you go. He should have his own show.
Yes, he should.
He should do a podcast right here on the Frontline broadcast.
I think we figured it out, eh?
That's it.
Goalie by night, and then, of course, KNIGHT.
That's it. So the period comes to an end with Wall making a stop at the end on Team Red. So we're going to switch ends and have a 10-minute period, and then they will come out and flood the ice, but they'll take a little break here. So we'll get a word in from our sponsors while we have a chance. Matt Sukram with you here alongside Chris Dawson. Thanks for joining us this morning, and we'll be right back.
This period is brought to you by Canada Alumni Perks. Get information on special events and news, or access the alumni job portal. Visit canadacollege.ca/perks for more information.
Meals are a special time for families to gather, share their day, and spend quality time together. Those dinners are made extra special when you add tropical produce found in the markets and grocery stores that carry La Huerta imports. La Huerta knows the importance of family, so they know which quality products make the best quality meals for your customers, whether it be Mexican Hass avocados, Brazilian figs, Ecuadorian red dragon fruit, or something just as exotic and special. To get your supply of the best tropical produce at competitive prices with brands buyers trust, contact La Huerta Imports at 705-752-1478.
Community engagement is one of our core focuses at McDonald's. The key is finding the right people who are passionate about the same things we are, helping kids be kids. McDonald's proudly supports local organizations such as the North Bay Regional Health Center Foundation, Big Brothers Big Sisters, One Kids Place, the Children's Aid Society, and Ronald McDonald House Charities. Stop by McDonald's on 1500 Fisher Street, North Bay to see how we can serve you and the community every day.
Hey there, I'm Mike the Financial Advisor. When you strip it down to its core and you take away all the industry jargon, I help people solve financial concerns. So if you're concerned that you'll never save enough to retire comfortably, or that your kid is going to graduate post-secondary $40,000 in debt, or maybe even that life is going to take a really unfortunate sideways turn and somebody is going to have to open a GoFundMe page for you and your family, I can help you prevent all of those things from happening. If you want to see how, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just do a search for Mike the Financial Advisor. You should find me.
Welcome back. Matthew Sukram with you here alongside Chris Dawson. 1-1 the score, and now we are in the first half of the second period. It's only 10 minutes on the clock, and then they will have a extended break. But they have switched sides, so now Team Red, defensive end, is to our broadcast left, and Team Black is defensively in our broadcast right. And it's now Team Red controlling the puck inside the black zone. It's moved down the far side boards, and now it's Black breaking out of the zone with the puck. Coming down the left wing is Romanuk. Sending it to the half boards, now behind the net. Picking that up is Campbell. He tried to feed it to the middle. That got stopped, and Team Red will come out of the zone with it. Drop back to Chitteroni. The pass to the left side comes in, and the shot is stopped. Went off the shoulders of Wall. The shot from the point now, that goes wide of the net. Picked up in the far side corner. That's Brunette. Knocked off the puck. And Team Black will have a chance to clear it down the ice. It goes wide of the net, and icing will be called.
2 goal scorers so far in that first period, Matthew. And it got off quick. The player to watch from Team Red got things off really quickly with Hudson Chitteroni scoring basically before we even got to get comfortable in our broadcast seats on the first in the first minute of the game, beating Alex Hall. And then closer to the latter stage of the period, Brant Romanuk, they called the penalty shot, even though he got a shot away. Romanuk with an opportunity, he came in down the left side, took a quick snapshot, and beat Nathan McGuire, and that's where we're at 1-1 right now here in the second period, my friend.
Team Black back on their heels in the defensive zone. Puck at the near side boards. Poked around by Fellinger. Held onto at the boards. Tried to feed it back to the point to Fellinger, but that got knocked away, and now it's Team Black coming out of the zone. Dubé chasing it down the ice. In the corner, he feeds it in behind the net, but Team Red are able to move it out of that area with control. Now they're pushed back, looking to just create some space, but coming up high into the play is Prisco Duquette. Gives the puck to Dubé again. Now to Prisco Duquette coming in on left side. Feeds it through the slot.
Oh, nice
wide open
there.
on the far side was Brendan Cook, but a good job. I didn't catch the number of the player, but he tied him up just in time at the far side and didn't allow him to keep that stick on the ice.
Nice play by Prisco Duquette to get that puck through the seam.
And now it's Shank going in the other way. One-on-one into the zone with Ellis. And it's Ellis, the defender, winning that battle that time. And now it's Ellis chasing the puck all the way down the ice.
Ellis, one of the top defenders.
There's a stretch pass ahead. Trying to get up to the puck was Bell. But Colson Bell ran out of room before Alex Wall got to the puck. Go ahead.
Yeah, nice play there by Alex Hall to get to that puck and move it out with take away that opportunity for Bell.
On the far side boards, a chance to the point. Vlad holding it at the line, and he's in a bit of a dangerous position there, and they call the offside, but you never want to see your guy outstretched, reaching for a puck, and then getting hit in that position.
Certainly no.
That's, you know, you'd rather him be a little more tight as the hit's coming in. It appears to be okay after that one. 6:55 to play in this second period, or the first half of this second period. Team Black with control in their own zone, sending that one down the ice. That'll roll the length of the ice, and icing will be called. So for Team NOHA, most players will only get one opportunity to make this team, right? It's there's only 1 year of eligibility, is what I'm saying.
There are some underage players, like we mentioned last year. Ryan Miller was an 07 playing in the U18 league, but there are a couple underage players. Sam Rive, an 08 on the U16 Trappers. Mateo Bates, a very good young goaltender from the U16 Nickel Capitals, but both of them are ineligible to play because they're 2008 birth year. So this is just an exclusive 2007 party.
That's
no 08s or 06s are invited. So.
That's right.
But it's a pretty exciting experience. I went to the event last season, and the North team went 2-2, almost made the playoff round, and that's, I believe, tied for the best mark that a Northern team has had in the OHL Cup, which is basically it is a showcase for OHL scouts, but it's basically the best teams from all the different regions in Ontario. So
coming down is Chitteroni into the right side corner, kicks it in behind the net.
And of course, they get to play at the Scotiabank Pond, and pretty overwhelming for some of the kids. They will never, ever probably play in front of as many scouts as they will, at that event. So it's a real, even a really
shot coming in off that turnover. Declan Gallivan on that shot, but once again making the save is Nathan McGuire.
Really like a lifetime experience for these kids. Even some of the kids that don't get drafted. Obviously, for the ones that do, it's even more special. But last year, Mason Ray was on that team, taken third round by the Hamilton Bulldogs. Tyson Risman.
Brantford Bulldogs now, right?
Brantford, my bad. Yeah, but they were Hamilton when.
Yeah.
But anyways, thanks for the correction there. And then we have Tyson Risman taken in the fourth round by the Battalion. Nolan Newton taken right around the same time by the Barrie Colts. So, and the list goes on. Marshall McCharles, who's playing junior with the Sudbury Cubs. Marshall was taken in the 10th round. Zach Major, who hasn't played this year due to an injury, he was taken by Owen Sound in the 9th round.
And
one
then
of the top defensemen in the North.
And then Jesse Lefebvre, right?
Jesse Lefebvre late to the Battalion as well. So
in the neutral zone, puck is picked up by Gallivan, trying to get away from some pressure there, and he does get it out of the zone.
Gage Evans did not play on that team. He was one of the U18, but he was a Northern player. He was taken by Windsor. Braden Viz taken by the Ice Dogs late from Sudbury.
Black moving the puck out of the zone.
So it was a good year for the North last spring.
And there's a big collision behind the net. Riley Graffey getting knocked down off that play. But it's Red keeping the puck alive in the zone briefly. 4 minutes to go in the second period. 1-1 the score. Bringing the puck into his own zone. Fellinger moves it down the right wing boards for Shank. Gets it out to the neutral zone. And that is Jones McDonald to the middle. And he tried to cross up the goaltender Hall. And then the rebound chance is shot wide of the net, and it comes out of the zone. Fellinger in the neutral zone. Plays it across to the far side. Now back to Fellinger. Down the middle. Getting it onto the stick of Gazzetti. Try to feed it forward for Jones McDonald. Taken out of the play. In the far side corner, Gazzetti still there. Feeds it behind the net for Jones McDonald. Comes down around the near side. Jones McDonald still holding it, turns it over the blue line, gets it back, but has to wait for his teammates to get back on side. So just trying to do what he can to hold the fort down along the boards there. Pushes it back over the blue line, but taking control by Team Black on the far side. Fournier moves it through the neutral zone, and now another foot race to it, but it's Team Red breaking up the play. Once again, Brendan Cook trying to get that stretch pass, or they're trying to get the stretch pass up to Brendan Cook. But there's a couple of guys around him every time that he touches the puck, and there's a chance at the side of the net, and Chitteroni is going to have his second goal of the game. Again, just a play in tight and out of nowhere.
Really
Team
nice
Red take the lead.
Really nice play by Jones McDonald, getting that quick little tap to Chitteroni, changed the angle for Hall to have to make the save, and Chitteroni went far side on him. So really nice teamwork between the two Sioux U18 Greyhounds to cash in there. So Greyhound to Greyhound in the net.
And that's the advantage, I guess, when you are teamed up with one of your teammates in a tournament like this. Like we said, you said Chitteroni is going to be one of the players to watch for sure. And he's made his mark in this game. It seems like every time he's out on the ice, he's creating chances. Bryden Shank is getting an assist on that play as well. And so it's a 2-1 score for Team Red. But again, that came off a play where Team Black was trying to spring Brendan Cook loose. Almost got the puck to him at the opposing blue line. But then Team Red was just able to turn the puck around, get the puck going the other way, and just found open space in the offensive zone. And there's another chance coming in. That shot just wide of the net. Colson Bell has had some good looks here in the first half of this game. Back at the line. Sent to the corner now behind the net. LaChance. Back up to the top. That's Bell. Lost the puck. And now Max Campbell coming down the left wing. Into the middle, Campbell dishes it off. Now they try to play it back in front of the net, but McGuire was quick to stop that one with 1:45 remaining on the clock.
Yeah, Max Campbell's had a good game so far. Undersized player, maybe a little bit more of a challenge for a player like him playing against the older competition, the 16 and 17-year-olds that are comprised of the U18 league, but he certainly looks good with his age group today.
Carter Carrier bringing it out up to the top of the zone.
Carter Carrier, a really good puck-moving defenseman with Sudbury. Not afraid to join the rush, and not afraid to get physical either.
Here's going to be my one suggestion for next year's camp. Make it like an all-star game in terms of the jerseys they wear. It would be a little bit easier.
Name bars, right?
Yeah, name bars and usually numbers on the sleeves, right? You just have Blackwood, those guys would be wearing their road uniforms, and Team Red or Team White would be wearing their home uniforms.
That's right. That's not a bad idea.
Coming down the right wing side, play to the middle, the shot coming in, that one's turned aside. McGuire doing a good job poking that one away.
We might be saving Jacob Brown a few dollars by doing that too.
I get it. You want the NOHA logo on there, that's great. Maybe make a patch.
There you go. See, you know what, you're right.
And then you could sell them at the canteen. And with some of the funds raised, that goes towards the proceeds today are helping to offset the cost for the families participating in the OHL Cup. So just another way you can make some money.
There you go.
20 seconds to go in the first half of the second period. Brought through the neutral zone, dished off to the left side. That is Cook again. But again, every time Cook has the puck, there's a couple guys on him. He just hasn't had the space to move yet. Now it's center. There's a chance, and right at the end, The buzzer goes off, and Team Red will get out of this first half of the game with a 2-1 lead. So it's been a nice, quickly paced back and forth game, and it's Team Red getting the 2 goals from Hudson Cheateroni to take a 2-1 lead into the break.
Yeah, it's been Hudson Cheateroni's been a threat every time he's on the ice, and certainly made good. Has that quick release, and certainly is someone that is catching the eye of scouts. And yeah, we'll see how she goes if the other squad can come back and have a rebound. It's a very close game, only 2-1 so far, and they still have a few more minutes to impress.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to take a break, get a word in from our sponsors. I believe we have a couple of scouting videos to play with you as well, so stay tuned. Lots on the way coming here from Memorial Gardens. I'm Matthew Sukram alongside Chris Dawson, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
This period is brought to you by Canadore Alumni Perks. Get information on special events and news, or access the alumni job portal. Visit canadorecollege.ca/perks for more information.
Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items, or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
As a Canadore College alumni, you have access to perks. Canadore Alumni Perks. This is a lifetime membership that includes special access to great offers, opportunities to get involved, and so much more. Graduates can access discounts and special offers from businesses and hotels locally, across Canada, and internationally. Get information on special events and news, or access the alumni job portal. Keep in touch with Canadore's alumni office. Visit canadorecollege.ca/perks. Great things happen here.
You rely on your vehicle to take you to the places that matter most to you. So bring your vehicle to the team you can rely on to keep it running at its best. Dave's Automotive Services. Whether you're getting your car or truck ready for the season with a tire change, making sure you're safe on the road with an inspection and certification, or doing your due diligence to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape with regular maintenance, Dave's Automotive Services has you covered. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect when you bring your car or truck to Dave's Automotive Services at 411 Airport Road. Call 705-478-5544 and book your appointment today.
The Frontline Podcast, Season 3. Courtney Kenny, Matthew Sukram, Derek Lindemann, Bob Coles, and Ben Long bring you closer to your favorite teams like never before. Covering everything to do with hockey in the North Bay area, exclusive interviews with the North Bay Battalion staff and players, expert analysis on the OHL, NOJHL, and more, keeping you up to date on all things Voodoos, Trappers, Lakers, and more. It's a new season, it's a new adventure. The Frontline Podcast Season 3. Available wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
Yes. Boys going after the puck. Gets it away. Goes for the shot. Takes it. And Curran was stood tall on that
At
one.
5'10" and 154 pounds, Jackson Curran is a hard-working goaltender for the North Bay U16 AAA Trappers. The 2007 birth year netminder is relied upon heavily by his U16 team on a nightly basis.
I would say I'm a smart, confident, calm, controlled goalie. Probably my rebound control or my ability to play pucks. That's what I'd say is the best part of my game.
The North Bay, Ontario product models his game after a Canadian superstar netminder and a North Bay area NHL goalie prospect.
My favorite goalie is Carey Price, but I try to model my game after Ben Goudreau, one of my best friends. Practice a lot with him in the summer. I like his everything he does.
Curran works hard on and off the ice. He has a reputation of training like a professional, simply trying to get better every day.
I want to follow in Ben's footsteps, and I want to be better than Ben one day, so I try to work as hard or harder than him and what he has
Curry
done.
skates around the net, tries the wrap around. He can't get past Curran.
I think for Jackson Curran, what you get is consistency. You get consistency in attitude. You get consistency in terms of his performance on the ice. When I work with Jackson, we talk a lot about the economy of motion and the economy of emotion. And we've worked really hard on his skating. He's made a lot of progression in terms of his skating abilities, and that's really showing up in his play.
Curran's longtime goalie coach believes the young North Bay area goalie has come a long way in his ability to catch a puck and track a puck.
That's fundamental to Jackson, but I think one of Jackson's most outstanding characteristics is his personality, his compete level, his coachability, and what he brings to the dressing room. He will never be a liability in any of those areas. His goalie IQ, I think, has gone up considerably in the last year, and there's still lots of room to evolve that, and as that grows, he's even going to become better.
Curran also pays tribute to a teammate on his goalie mask. Noah Dugas passed away from a stroke in November of 2020, and in the summer of 2021, Curran had his friend's picture painted on his goalie mask.
It means a lot to me, personally. One of my best friends and someone I miss greatly, and talk to him every game before I go on. Just hope I have a good game.
Curran is hoping OHL scouts will overlook his team's record in the Great North U18 League and view him as a top goalie prospect for the 2023 OHL priority selection.
I've faced a lot of adversity this year since our team is not as good as it was last year. Faced a lot of challenges, ups and downs along the way, but keep pushing through and play the cards as I will. I'm a hard worker, never give up, and love the game.
This has been a Dostar Video Scouting presentation. At 5'8" and 158 pounds, Brant Romanek is a skilled forward for the North Bay U16 AAA Trappers. The 2007 birth year forward is a key offensive contributor on his club that plays in the older Great North U18 AAA Hockey League.
I'm an offensive player who brings a lot of energy to the game. I see the ice well and I try to make the right play, whether it's a shot or a pass.
The Timmins Ontario product models his game after a skilled NHLer who has won multiple Stanley Cups.
I model my game after Nikita Kucherov because he sees the ice well. He has a good shot. He has a little bit of an edge to him, which I like because I have that. And he moves the puck well.
Despite playing against older competition, Romanek has been able to get behind defenders and create breakaway opportunities.
Shot, and it's in the back of the net.
I think my Ds see me. I scream for the pass, and I think my speed and my acceleration is what causes my breakaways and my nice goals.
Brant's one of the most skilled players I've had the opportunity to work with in the past year. I've worked with hundreds of players now in North Bay, and something that really stands out with Brant is just his commitment and eagerness to learn. Anytime I break down a skill, he's the first to ask questions, and he's the first to work at it until he perfects it. So as a skills coach, it's an absolute pleasure working with a guy like Brant.
We work on a lot of skills and cutbacks, deception moves. So I like to work on that and then put it into a game.
We really focus on those edge work drills and quick starts and quick feet and being able to separate by those first three strides, and Brant's the type of player who the puck really follows him around the ice, and when Brant's on the ice, something good is going to happen, and like you said, he gets breakaway after breakaway, and he also creates a lot of opportunities coming out of the corners. And he's the type of player that when he gets these opportunities, he knows how to finish. So that's something that's not found in a lot of 16-year-olds, but he's got a gift to score goals.
Romanek, who is also an affiliate player with the Timmins Rock of the NOJHL, has this message for OHL scouts.
I work hard in practicing games, and I'm very coachable. I like to do whatever I can to help my team be successful.
This has been a Dostar Video Scouting presentation.
This period is brought to you by Canada Alumni Perks. Get information on special events and news or access the Alumni Job Portal. Visit canadacollege.ca/perks for more information.
Welcome back. Matthew Sucrum with you here alongside Chris Dawson as we are getting set up for the second half of the second period between Team NOHA Black and Team NOHA Red, as we continue the evaluation camp here at Memorial Garden. So we've got a goaltender change in net now for Team Black, Jackson Curran. And on the other side for Team Red, Vince Popke going into net. So we'll switch ends again after this 10 minutes, and then that will be the official start of the third period. So as we are about to get the second half of the second period underway, it's a 2-1 lead for Team Red, but some new personnel out on the ice, Chris.
Yeah, that's true, and a shout out to Nick Marson, who is another goalie who got hurt last weekend in their last club games with the U16 Nickel Capitals. He's unable to compete this weekend, but in the stands taking in all the events that took place here. And so Vinny Popke plays for the New Liskeard Cubs, and Jackson Curran sees a lot of rubber with the U16 Trappers,
and we just saw the scouting video that you did up on him during our intermission break there. So great work there. And, if you're enjoying today's broadcast, this is a slimmed down version of what we do on the Frontline broadcast, although we don't have a lot of broadcasts coming up this week. Battalion are on the road, Powassan are on the road, so it's going to be a bit of a break for the Frontline broadcast, although I believe we will have a Nipissing Lakers game to call later on. And we do have Trappers on next Saturday as well. So, again, hope you're enjoying it. And if, you're out there and you want to be a sponsor or an advertiser, we are certainly welcoming people aboard. We also have a Patreon page as well. If you want to throw a couple of ducats in our buckets, you can head over to patreon.com and just, show us your appreciation to help us keep this thing going. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on the Frontline Podcast, a new episode every week hosted by Courtney Kenny, who is doing an excellent job on the production side of today's camp. All right, play underway. As it's
you have one of the players you have not had on your podcast who played on this team last year is Tyson Risman.
That's right.
Tyson, has he made an appearance yet?
Looking at producer Courtney, no, Tyson has not. So we'll have to get him on. There's a shot coming in, and it's a save made by Curran, his first of the game. Team Black moving the puck out of their own end. Dumped down the ice, and that will be icing called.
Tyson Risman, one of the players similar to making that transition after getting drafted, playing with our organization, the Powassan Voodoos, as an affiliate, and has got into a few games with the North Bay Battalion. So a real nice opportunity for him. He tries to practice every Tuesday with the battalion, and as I said, he's gotten into a couple of games and obviously plays with the junior A team. So it's a nice sort of transition. Not easy for a 16-year-old to make the jump right from the U16 circuit to major junior, and junior A certainly is a great way for that, and a lot of really good U16 players doing well in the NOJHL. Nolan Newton having a solid year with the Sudbury Cubs, as well as North Bay's Marshall McCharles having a great year with the Cubs as well. So yeah, Braden Viz with the Elliott Lake Red Wings.
And as you mentioned, Ty Risman, him and your billet Mike McIver were at my kids' Timbits hockey just this past week. And it's great to see the younger guys, or the young men getting involved with the young kids out in the community and helping out at the kids' skates. It's always much appreciated. Here's an opportunity down the ice, racing back on the back check, breaking up the play. Nice job by Jackson Cullen. And then he takes a hard hit in the corner for his efforts there.
Great effort there as he had two guys on his heels and that battle for that puck, and he got there first. And great effort by Jackson Cullen. He's done a good job in working on his footwork as a big-bodied defenseman.
That's shot wide of the net. Popke lets it go by, and that will be icing called. I believe that is Vince Popke. I believe his father, Dan Popke, is actually on the bench. Dan Popke is a physiotherapist here in town in North Bay.
Correct, yes he is.
And he actually filled in a couple of times with the North Bay Battalion when I was traveling with the team, so got to know Dan a little bit. Also wrote an article on his business on Bay Today, which you can find right now. Just put it in your Google machine and search up the Jobs of the Future category on Dan Popke's physiotherapy business. But yeah, he's a great guy and had a wealth of experience.
He's got a young son who's up and coming, a couple years away from this age group, but Frankie Popke's a real solid prospect playing underage with the U14 Trappers. Here's a 2-on-1.
Good opportunity here down the side. That is DiBiardino.
Yeah, just a little bit too far in front of his teammate Hudson Prisco Duquette. So weren't able to get a shot away on that 2-on-1 chance. So we get icing on
Team Black. That's 6:33 to go
so
here
Hudson,
in the second period.
Hudson Chitteroni 2 and Team Red 1.
Yeah, Chitteroni scoring at the 1944 mark of.
Team Red is Hudson Chitteroni's on Team Red, so.
Yeah. Down the left wing side, that's Lebrecht coming in into the corner, and breaking up that play was Carter Carrier, and he sends it down the left wing side. Breaking into the zone is Team Red, carrying it around behind the net.
That's Tyler Brunette, I believe, from the U16 Trappers.
Team Black takes over and almost turns it back over.
Close call there for Ellis.
Back into Team Red zone. That is Vlad. Sends it down the ice, but icing will be waved off as it was touched in the neutral zone. And it's Lebrecht bringing it forward again. Sent down the right side to Miller. Miller coming in, I don't know if he got the shot off as Camden O'Neill was right in front of him. Into the neutral zone, going down the right side. That is McLeod. Behind the net, McLeod still circling, sends it to the point. And now it's shot back around to the far side. Picking it up there is Prepick.
Perfect, yep. Physical defender from the Nickel Capitals.
McLeod again with the puck. This pass across the zone goes to a member of the opposition as Jones McDonald has it. Jones McDonald with an assist today. Into the corner, Jones McDonald in the middle. It went off the blade of his stick. And it's sent down the ice towards the goaltender.
That was
Alex.
That was
check
Griffin
that current.
Albert.
Yeah, sorry, got the teams on the wrong side here.
Yes, that's the confusing part back and forth. So, give a shout out to the Team Red coach, Doug Sanders, who's behind the bench for the Red guys. Fittingly, because he wears the Trapper Red banner as the coach of the U18 Trappers, and he's done a nice job of getting a few of his U18 players to help out as coach. A number of them have went and helped out at the goalie session on Friday, which players sadly were able to do because of the snow day. So they were able to contribute that way, well organized by Jacob Brown. So kudos to Doug for helping coordinate that, and he's got a few of his players on the bench with him. Nate Gravel, who's on the heels of Hudson Chitteroni for the scoring lead in the league, and Heath Bradley on the bench as well.
Into the neutral.
I believe Dave Dugas, which is a sad story with a 2007 birth year player who was a big part of the Trappers organization, who passed away a couple of years ago, and actually Noah's picture is on the helmet of goalie Jackson Curran.
That's right.
So
if you're ever in North Bay, it will be very likely you see somebody walking around with the 7-1 ND shirt or hat for the Noah Strong campaign.
For sure.
Back into the red zone. They were trying to set up Griffin Albert, I believe, there.
If anybody
on Team Black.
If anybody listened to listened and watched that video, that's, I think, one of the things Jackson talked about. He has an angel on his shoulder, is what he feels like, having Noah with him on the ice, having that picture of him on the side of his helmet.
And there's a chance in on net, and it's under the pads of Curran, and the goal is scored.
That is
that's Bryden Shank.
Bryden Shank goes 5-hole on Curran. Nice net drive. That's Bryden Shank's second goal of the game. Like I said, Bryden has had a really strong second half to the season, and I think he's one of those guys that option 1 or option 2. I think you take Bryden Shank on that OHL Cup team from North Bay. He's had a really good second half of the season, especially, and he's showing well today with a goal and assist. But it does not hurt that he's playing some shifts with someone named Hudson Chitteroni.
That's it.
That does not hurt.
Yeah, that could be an interesting combination for Team NOHA at the OHL Cup if they both manage to make the team. Now here's a chance down the middle. Vekala with the shot, and
nice
it's a nice save made by Popke.
Vekala with a nice opportunity there and a nice glove save by Vinny Popke.
That's really the first time he's been tested today, and he comes up with a big save. Popke, 6 foot, 175 pounds, big presence in the net there. And you just wonder how much.
His brother is bigger than him, and he's 2 years
younger brother is bigger than him.
Yes,
yeah.
But the thing is that you go through Dan's family tree. He has another brother that's about 6'5". So
wow.
The genetics might be in favor of Vinny doing a little more growing later on in his 16 and maybe 17-year-old year, which bodes well for goalies because everybody likes a big goalie.
There's a shot just wide of the net. That one came in from Briscoe Duquette. And now Team Red going the other way. Over the line, Lacroix gets stopped on the boards, and now it is Briscoe Duquette coming down the right wing side. Into the corner, puts it on net. Popke had to bat that one away. Behind the net again, looking to center it, and we're trying to set up Brendan Cook, but it's past his stick, and it's all the way down the ice. You feel like Cook's got a goal on his stick if only he can get some room, right? He's been all over the ice.
For sure.
Cook dishes it off the boards. Chitteroni will get to it first in the Team Red zone with a minute to play here in the second period. Nice play by Cook trying to set up Briscoe Duquette at the line. It went off his skate. 3-1 score. Team Red ahead. Over the blue line. Team Black trying to keep this attack alive, but Chitteroni breaks it up, and he will break out of the zone. Dishes it off to the right side of the chance. Back in front. It's just out of the reach of Chitteroni. Follows it into the corner. Sets it up in front. The shot save made. The rebound is right back into the chest of the
nice
goaltender Curran.
Jackson Curran works with Dr. Rob Graham. We would not be getting in trouble if we didn't throw the doctor in there.
Yeah,
but
no kidding,
doctor
right?
of goalie coaching, some people may say, in North Bay, one of a number of goalie coaches around. And Jackson's worked a long time with Dr. Rob Graham.
It's another gentleman who I wrote a feature on for Bay today that you can also put in your Google machine and look up.
Plugs,
That's it.
Writes about techno-resiliency and helps players with their mental game now is another thing that the doctor helps with hockey.
It's a fascinating book looking at just how much that office mentality has changed over the pandemic.
Oh, absolutely.
Time winds down. And we have come to the official end of the second period, so they'll have a quick break. They'll switch ends, and then the third period will commence. It's a 3-1 lead right now for Team Red over Team Black. And some nice plays on either side of the ice, but it'll be Vince Popke and Jackson Curran looking to shut the door for their respective teams in the last bit of this game. We'll hear once again from our advertisers, and then we'll be back. Matt Sucrum, Chris Dawson, live from Memorial Gardens.
This period is brought to you by Canada Alumni Perks. Get information on special events and news or access the Alumni Job Portal. Visit canadacollege.ca/perks for more information.
At 5'8" and 150 pounds, Mason Rotundo is an elite skating skilled defenseman for the North Bay U16 AAA Trappers.
I'd say I'm a very two-way defenseman who likes to play in the offensive zone and run the power play and quarterback it, but also be a shutdown defenseman when needed and block that pass through the seam or anything like that, make that hit, but also be that offensive guy.
Rotundo believes the best part of his game is his speed and his hockey IQ, and he feels like that's the biggest part of his game.
I feel like over the summer I've gotten a lot faster, and my hockey IQ has just gotten a lot better, so I feel like that's been my biggest thing in my game.
The North Bay, Ontario product looks up to a number of skilled defensemen, including an elite high-scoring defenseman.
All right, that was the voice of Chris Dawson you just hearing on his DOS Star scouting video on Mason Rotundo, and we'll be able to get that in for you following the broadcast. We'll play the end of that video for you as play continues here at Memorial Gardens. The puck is shot in towards the goaltender Curran, and he steers it away.
Now they're changing sides. We're going to have
a back and forth we go, right? I think I've got my roster sheet set up so that I won't be confusing myself, but yeah, we'll see what happens. 19:10 to go in the third period. It's a 3-1 lead for Team Red. Chitteroni with 2 goals, Shank with 1. Shank with a goal and an assist tonight, or this morning.
Brent Romanuk, the only goal so far for Team Black. And it was on a penalty shot, beating Nathan McGuire, the goaltender for the Sioux U18 Greyhounds.
Play frozen as the goaltender holds onto it. Chitteroni, as you mentioned, leading the league right now in goal scoring. 19 goals, 39 assists, so both goals and total points. And I believe his 20 assists are top. No, he's one behind his teammate, Camden O'Neill, who's also playing in tonight's, this morning's game. Camden O'Neill with 21 assists on the year.
That team run by Jamie Henderson, who's also the general manager of the Sioux Thunderbirds, and a scout for the Ottawa 67s as well. Jamie puts in a lot of time and effort into hockey in Sault Ste. Marie.
Puck sent down the ice. And it's Kyle Navarro chasing it behind the net. Good battle going on back there. Vekala involved for Team Black. Puts it on net. That one's off the side and picked up by Romanuk.
Good battle down there between Burnett and Navarro. Navarro, not a real big physically, but he uses his stature. He's a tall, lanky defenseman, but
played to the point.
Pretty solid defender for that U16 Nickel Capital squad.
Vince Popke making another save. Again, hasn't been tested too much yet. He's been on the ice for just under 13 minutes now.
Yeah, Vekala in the first half of the period, I think, had the best chance, and he made the nice windmill glove save on a quick rush.
Curran plays it to the far side. And now Galavin behind the net. That's pre-pick up ahead to Dubé. Picked off in the middle by Fellinger. Shot comes in. That was Lacroix on that one. And Fellinger tied up. And a couple of guys draped all over him, including Cook. And Cook is able to set the puck up to the near side. Now back in the middle to Cook. His shot comes in. Where'd the puck go? It's right in front of the net. Picked up behind. Looking to center it. Team Red trying to get it out of that area. And they will get it free, but not cleared out of the zone. They have to play pitch and catch across the ice with it. And now they move through the neutral zone. That's LeChance. Drops it back to Bell. Bell gets some clearance, sends it to the right side, and they score.
What a nice passing play. Three-way passing play. Cashed in there by Lacroix, it looks like. Squared, ready for the one-timer. A couple of nice little passes. Tic-tac-toe goal, and Doug Sanders, Team Red, has a 3-goal lead here with 16:26 left in the third period.
That was a perfect play coming off that big scramble in front of their own net. You know, they did a good enough job.
We saw the teamwork between Jones, McDonald, and Chitteroni in the last goal. That was a nice tic-tac-toe play made by a couple of players that do not play on the same club team. So, you know, that's something that they'll look at and be impressed with, to be able to find that chemistry with someone they've never played with before.
And for Lacroix, just to get the space to come down the right wing side untested. I mean, no one knew he was set up in the bottom of the circle there.
Nice save there by Curran on the wraparound there by his teammate. Shank looking for goal number 2.
So just waiting for the official word to see who's going to get the assist. Here it is. Bell and Graffy on the assists. There's a shot. High off the shoulder, and now the wraparound chance, and what a save by Curran! Throwing up the glove and denying Jordan McLeod of what should have been a goal there.
I thought Dominik Hasek was retired, and I thought that he was in the Czech Republic, but that was so Dominik Hasek. And you know what? Jackson Curran, that is completely everything about his game. He never gives up on a puck. He battles hard, and what a save there by Curran there with and right on the doorstep. I think that was Jones McDonald looking, or was that Jordan?
That was Jordan McLeod that took the shot, and then after the play, Bryden Shank went over and patted his North Bay Trappers teammate on the head, saying,
another solid save there right off the draw there on a nice shot by Graffy, who got that nice assist.
Yeah, so both McLeod and Shank went over to Curran after the play and said, "Nice job." That's a highlight reel save there. But you're right, the Hasek comparison is spot on that play. So he gives his team a chance to stay in this game with that save, and maybe gives them a little life. There's a shot coming in, and Popke is able to steer that one away.
Tyson Scott, one of the skilled forwards coming from the Timmins Majors program.
Mason Rotundo dropping back. And Rotundo's going to draw a penalty here. Hooking will be the call.
See if the Team Black can come back here. And
there were no penalties in either of the halves of the second period. 4 penalties in the first period. So in the box is Jones McDonald. And this will be the third power play opportunity of Team Black. So coming off that save, you get the power play opportunity. Let's see what they can do with it.
For sure.
Second time Jones McDonald has been sent to the box tonight. Or this morning, whatever. It's been a long weekend. Battling for it on the near side boards. Into the corner. Bekala down to the point to Gallivan. To the half boards Cook. Cross zone pass. And that was, I believe, Romanuk fanning on that shot there. But now they get it back to the middle. The shot comes in wide of the net. Along the end boards. Now back up high. Across to the left side, that is Gallivan. He comes to the middle, the shot goes in, and looks like it went off the glove of Popke and then hit the netting behind the glass and out of play. 14:11 to go in the third period. It's 4-1 Team Red. Another minute 12 remaining on this power play for Team Black. It's 13 in the box, but they've got 14 up on the scoreboard. We'll blame that one on Randy Blake, right?
We will blame that on Randy Blake. Randy he's put a lot of time in, works at the rink here. He's been an assistant GM with Espanola, won a championship with the Junior Trappers in 2013.
Out to the neutral zone and tracking that puck down is Pre-Pick. Team Black on the power play for another 45 seconds. Bringing that one down the left wing is Ellis. Driving in behind the net, staying out wide. Ellis turns back, looking behind the net. Now he dishes it off, gets it to the point. And at the line, they are going to call offside here and blow that play down. So the faceoff will come just outside the zone with 29 seconds remaining on the Team Black power play.
Now this is a pretty important juncture right here. If they can somehow finish this power play and get a goal and come within 2, maybe they have a chance to tie this thing up. But right now they really could use a late power play goal here.
Rotundo with the pass down the left wing side, dumped in by Makasoff, and then frozen by Popke. So they'll get one more offensive face-off opportunity, and these are the little things that the scouting staff looks for, right? Is can you win these draws in these high-pressure situations?
For sure. You know, Makasoff, good awareness there using the kick plate, which is very active, and as you've broadcasted so many major junior games, how many times do you see the battalion try to use that kick plate play, throw the puck down low and look for that puck to jump off those boards, and give credit to Popke as well for being aware of that and getting his paddle down to make sure the puck didn't hop out in front into the slot.
They call them lively boards. If I'm a goaltender, I call them nightmare boards. There it passes, picked off, coming down is Jones McDonald, shoots, scores! Jones McDonald out of the box and onto the score sheet. His first goal of the game, second point of the morning. And Jones McDonald could do no wrong on that play.
5-1 your score now. Jones McDonald, like you said, a nice play jumping out of the box. Johnny on the spot, coming out of the box and going in on the breakaway and making no mistake. He's been impressive today. Big presence, like we said. He almost looks like a man amongst boys with this team, as definitely the biggest, physically the largest forward out there.
Yeah, listed at 6'1". Jordan McLeod, Ian LeChans also at 6'1". Ryan Fellinger at 6'3". Those are just the guys on the Team Red side. On Team Black, you have a couple of guys listed at 6 feet. Gallivan, Ellis at 6'2", and then Makasoff and Prepik both at 6 feet even. And that is obviously something that scouts, no matter what age level, are looking for, is that size. Something you can't teach, and it's something that does come as an advantage in this game. But you wonder how much more growing there is to do, as you alluded to earlier in the broadcast, for these guys once they enter their 17, 18, and 19-year-old seasons, as they move up to major junior or other high levels of junior A hockey. So in the box is Griffin Albert for Team Black. And this will be the third power play opportunity for Team Red. Neither team has scored a power play goal in this game.
Closest thing to a power play goal was Team Black's only goal, which was on a penalty shot.
Set up into the circle for Vlad. Tried to play it back to the line. That one got broken up. Racing down the ice, trying to get control of the puck was Tyson Scott. But he's turned aside, and it's Red coming back in. Into the circle. That pass through the slot goes up to the blue line, back to the left side. That's Bell. Back to the top is O'Neill. Working around, sends it to the left side, going to the middle. It's turned away. And that one's turned over now, and racing down the ice is Romanek, trying to get around the defender, but a great job on the back check by Camden O'Neill to deny Brant Romanek of a chance in on Popke. And the play continues as it's picked up inside the Team Black zone. Team Red can't move it back towards the front of the net. And Team Black will get it out with 10 seconds to go in their penalty kill. Trying to drive towards the net. That one's turned over. And now Team Red moves it forward. Ginneroni down the left wing to the middle. The shot comes in, and that one's blocked in front. LeChance on that one. Now the centering pass to McLeod ends up in the back of the net. Jordan McLeod beats Curran, and it's 6-1 Team Red.
Nice play there by McLeod. He's had a couple of real good chances in the second period and the first period, and that time he made no mistake from the slot, but a lot of real quality home plate opportunities being allowed by Team Black. Kind of left Jackson Curran out to dry here in the second half of this game, and obviously Team Red is cashing in on that and obviously has taken control of this game now 6-1.
Yeah, when Team Black wasn't able to score on the power play, you just felt like the tide had completely shifted, although we still got 10 minutes left to go.
Yeah, they'll be looking for, here's another great opportunity for Team Red and another save by Jackson Curran, who's been very busy.
I was just trying to get the names on the assist there, but I think I think the PA announcer may have made the same mistake we did. I think he looked at the wrong roster sheet when making that announcement.
Well, certainly Jordan McLeod was our goal scorer for sure.
That's for sure.
We just don't know who gave him the nice pass into the slot.
I thought I heard him announce Brendan Cook, but he's playing on the Black team.
Yes.
So what I'm saying, get them in their road and home jerseys next year.
There you go, yeah. Or name bars, right? Nice white, big lettered name bars, right? Sponsored by the Frontline.
There you go. There you go. in the neutral zone. Cullen moving forward, drops it back to Lacroix, who's got a goal tonight, but he can't hold on to the puck at the line, so they will drop even further back and go all the way into their own zone with 8:45 to play in this third period. Down the left wing, it's Lacroix dumping it down off the boards to the far side. Chipped along and cleared out of the zone. Cook trying to get control of that puck, and he does. Now he needs some support. Tyler Brunette involved down there for Team Red. Puck pulled away. Brunette dishes it down the boards, and it's one-on-one going into the zone. Getting the puck first was Graffy, but then it's taken away by Gallivan. And it's chipped ahead. Team Red looking to move it back down the ice. That is Fellinger on the right wing side to the circle. Fellinger stops, turns back, lays it to the point. Set up there, Huxon. To the left side, O'Neill. Lays it down low in behind the net. And he tries, what a play there.
Michigan.
By Chitteroni, trying the Michigan goal. But it just went, he lifted it up and just never let it settle on his stick.
That'd be quite the finish, and looking for the hat trick goal in style.
That one's sent down the ice, and Chitteroni chasing that one. Dishes across to the near side to O'Neill. And deflected up to the blue line. Taken out of the zone by Bell. Down the left wing side, dumped in by Navarro.
That's the unfortunate part about the score getting escalated like this. You see the intensity kind of drop, but these players have to realize that it's not about the score, right?
That's it.
They're being judged the way they're playing. So, you know what, if Team Black defenders end up kind of being discouraged and giving up, and, you know, Team Red's able to put up some more goals, that's not a real good reflection. So you got to keep fighting and battling regardless of the fact that Red's got the 5-goal lead. Team Black's got to work hard right until the last whistle.
You have to be aware of game situations, but you also have to almost have the mentality when you go out there that it's 0-0 on every shift, right?
For sure.
I mean, they're not looking to see if they're not necessarily looking to see if you know, if you're down, what you're doing to run out the string, right? You're even on Team Red's side, they're still looking to see what guys can do individually or with their teammates. And now it's McLeod again with a shot. That one gets stopped by Curran.
So many prime scoring chances Team Black is allowing for Team Red.
Out to the neutral zone.
Just able to walk in. So many opportunities in that, as we like to call it, the home plate area. Great scoring chances, and especially in this second half of the game, Team Red has really taken over and creating scoring chance after scoring chance.
And the staff are certainly going to look at that.
And it's scary because despite the score, I mean, Jackson Curran's made some. This game could be 10-1.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Is the coaching staff are going to look at each individual goal as a whole, not just the overall score, and really assess, you know, Jackson Curran's positioning on the play, and
or the defenseman not in position.
That's it.
Boxing out the Team Red defender.
It's also the zone time. Team Black, at the beginning of the third, had
big hit on Mason Rotundo there. I believe that was Corey Lacroix using his body and his scoring to help make a case for him to be on the team.
But Team Red breakthrough again. They got a delayed penalty coming up as it's touched by
another great opportunity there for Bryden Shank. Missed the net on that play, and another Team Black penalty here, and things not getting any better for Team Black right now as That looks like that's going to be Cale Perpick going to the box for 2 or less. Then you have Chitteroni out there for Team Red with Tyler Brunette playing with a couple of new players. This is Cullen on the line.
And this Chitteroni coming in towards the net. Then he overskates the puck, and it's sent down the ice. Popke plays it out.
Popke's made a couple of good saves, but really has not had near the work that Jackson Curran has had to in this contest.
No, Team Red has done an excellent job of just boxing out Team Black and not giving them any easy shifts.
Nice play by Fellinger to keep that puck in.
And they haven't given them any easy shifts when they've entered the offensive zone in this period.
Brunette with a chance there.
Picked up and sent to the left side boards for Chitteroni. Cross zone pass, played off the boards. That's Graffi on it. Sent down the ice.
There's Popke trying to
just keep himself active, really.
Yeah, and trying to send Chitteroni in and looking for goal number 3. There's a chance to Graffi.
Sets it up. Graffi was right there.
Graffi. Trying a one-timer, just got off the top edge of his stick.
O'Neill with the shot coming in, and that is stopped. As we said, Caden O'Neill with the Sioux Greyhounds U18 AAA Trappers. 21 assists, which leads the league right now. 24 points overall, so 3 goals from the defender, but he's got a good shot there from the point.
He does. O'Neill and Johnny Couch Jr., 2 of the top scoring defensemen in the Great North U18 League. Of course, you're familiar with John Couch Sr., his dad, who coaches the Nipissing Lakers men's hockey team that you do a lot of broadcasts every season.
Yeah, the Lakers women have a couple of, have a playoff series coming up. The men did not qualify this season. It was a really tough year for them.
Queens Gales will play in Wednesday. I believe that'll be in Kingston to open it up, and then the best of 3 series will have 2 games or less.
That's right.
Powassan.
Yes, there will be games in Powassan.
This rink will be hosting a trade show, and the ice will not be available.
So we're back to 5-on-5 play as Prepick comes out of the box. So Team Red, despite scoring the 6 goals, haven't been able to do much on their power plays. Puck sent into the zone. And it is a good battle in the corner here with Bell trying to get some space. Now moved behind the net, and finding the loose puck is Max Campbell. Campbell with room to move through the neutral zone. He's going to carry it in himself. Campbell still in control going into the right side corner. Now he carries it around in the boards and gives up the puck to his defender. Now Campbell gets it right back, plays it in the middle. And at the end of that play, it was taken away by Jordan McLeod of Team Red. Nice little rush there by Campbell, showing off the speed. Sent back in towards the Team Red zone.
And Team Reds as well has really dominated the puck possession, not only the shots on goal and the zone time, but just moving the puck around. Really impressed too, because like I said, we have a few lines where there's a Timmins player, a Sudbury player, and a Sioux player on the same line, just like right there with Jordan McLeod looking for his 2nd goal.
So
he's out there on a line with a couple of Sudbury players. So
just a minute and a half remaining here in the 3rd period. It's a 6-1 lead for Team Red. And they will convene here once they pick the teams on March 28th for a bit of a mini camp before the OHL Cup opens up on March 29th. And they will hopefully be playing all the way until April 2nd of that tournament. But it's a quick turnaround. And again, it's players who are normally playing against each other. Here comes Romanek to the front of the net, but he's pushed away. And now it's Chitteroni driving through, trying to see if he can finish off the game in style. He gets taken out, and play just continues here. Chironi right in front again,
Nice
and he
feed
lifts
there
that
from
one high.
Shank, and Shank is really good along the wall and got that puck, won that puck battle on the boards and got it out to the dangerous Hudson Chironi. Nice play by Bryden Shank, who's had a real solid game.
As you said, he's had a pretty good tournament overall. Chironi forces the turnover, coming in, tries to make a move to the middle, but too many bodies there for him to push through. Carter Makasoff getting in the way. Chironi again. This has been a long shift for him. You can tell Doug Sanders told him, hey, go out and see if you can get the hat trick, right? I mean, he's been all over the ice on this last shift. He's been out there for almost 2 minutes now. 15 seconds to go as the puck gets sent out, and Chironi's going, okay, I'm done, as he skates to the bench. Popke makes a stop there.
Now there'll be a change. Keith Bradley and Jacob McGill on the bench with Dave Dugas, Noah Dugas' dad. A nice touch having him on the bench, and I don't know. We don't know who the.
That's Curtis Winrow actually on the other side.
Aiden Thomason from the U18 Trappers. I thought that was Curtis.
2 seconds to go, and this game is going to come to an end as the evaluation camp wraps up for Team NOHA. So a good showing. Certainly has given the scouting staff and the coaching staff a lot to think about over the next couple of weeks, but really we're getting down to the wire. It's about a month that they have to make these big decisions before they head down to the OHL Cup. And obviously there's some players that certainly look to have maybe an inside track as some standouts, but again, it also depends on how well their teams will fare.
That's right, especially with
in the league.
With Sault Ste. Marie being the front runner to potentially, win the Great North U18 League, that will take, a number of really good players off the docket there. So we'll throw this out, a sponsored new segment, the Frontline 3 Stars of the NOHA camp. Going to go with 3 guys that were familiar with each other, and 2 of the 3. I'm going to go third star. We're going to give to Bryden Shank. He had a goal and an assist. Looked really, created a lot of chances, competed hard away from the puck. The second star we're going to give to Devin Jones-McDonald, who's a big body out there. Another guy contributed offensively with a couple of points. And the number 1 star, right from the drop of the puck, literally, is Hudson Chironi with 2 goals, a Michigan attempt, and really dazzled the crowd here at Memorial Gardens today.
Yeah, we didn't even have to go to the owner's box to get the 3 stars for that one today. Comes right from GM Chris Dawson. And there you have it. I think those were certainly excellent selections. So speaking of selections, like I said, the coaching staff is going to have to make theirs over the next couple of weeks. It's been a pleasure to bring you this game. Thanks for joining us this morning. For Mike Brown on the camera side, for Courtney Kenny on the production work, and for Chris Dawson on color, I'm Matthew Sukram. Once again, thanks so much for joining us. Hope you've enjoyed this broadcast here on the Frontline, and like I said, stay tuned for all kinds of hockey news and information around North Bay and throughout the North area. And like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed today's action. All right, that's going to wrap us up from Memorial Gardens. Have a great rest of your Sunday.
Tonight's 3 Stars is brought to you by Dave's Automotive Services, 411 Airport Road in North Bay. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect from Dave's.
This period is brought to you by Canadore Alumni Perks. Get information on special events and news, or access the Alumni Job Portal. Visit canadorecollege.ca/perks for more information.
Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items, or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
As a Canadore College alumni, you have access to perks. Canadore Alumni Perks. This is a lifetime membership that includes special access to great offers, opportunities to get involved, and so much more. Graduates can access discounts and special offers from businesses and hotels locally, across Canada, and internationally. Get information on special events and news, or access the Alumni Job Portal. Keep in touch with Canador's Alumni Office. Visit canadorcollege.ca/perks. Great things happen here.
You rely on your vehicle to take you to the places that matter most to you. So bring your vehicle to the team you can rely on to keep it running at its best. Dave's Automotive Services. Whether you're getting your car or truck ready for the season with a tire change, making sure you're safe on the road with an inspection and certification, or doing your due diligence to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape with regular maintenance, Dave's Automotive Services has you covered. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect when you bring your car or truck to Dave's Automotive Services at 411 Airport Road. Call 705-478-5544 and book your appointment today.
The Frontline Podcast, Season 3. Courtney Kenny, Matthew Sucrum, Derek Lindemann, Bob Coles, and Ben Long bring you closer to your favorite teams like never before. Covering everything to do with hockey in the North Bay area, exclusive interviews with the North Bay Battalion staff and players, expert analysis on the OHL, NOJHL, and more, keeping you up to date on all things Voodoos, Trappers, Lakers, and more. It's a new season, it's a new adventure. The Frontline Podcast Season 3. Available wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
Meals are a special time for families to gather, share their day, and spend quality time together. Those dinners are made extra special when you add tropical produce found in the markets and grocery stores that carry La Huerta imports. La Huerta knows the importance of family, so they know which quality products make the best quality meals for your customers, whether it be Mexican Hass avocados, Brazilian figs, Ecuadorian red dragon fruit, or something just as exotic and special. To get your supply of the best tropical produce at competitive prices with brands buyers trust, contact La Huerta Imports at 705-752-1478.
Community engagement is one of our core focuses at McDonald's. The key is finding the right people who are passionate about the same things we are, helping kids be kids. McDonald's proudly supports local organizations such as the North Bay Regional Health Center Foundation, Big Brothers Big Sisters, One Kids Place, the Children's Aid Society, and Ronald McDonald House Charities. Stop by McDonald's on 1500 Fisher Street, North Bay, to see how we can serve you and the community every day.
Hey there, I'm Mike the Financial Advisor. When you strip it down to its core and you take away all the industry jargon, I help people solve financial concerns. So if you're concerned that you'll never save enough to retire comfortably, or that your kid is going to graduate post-secondary $40,000 in debt, or maybe even that life is going to take a really unfortunate sideways turn and somebody is going to have to open a GoFundMe page for you and your family, I can help you prevent all of those things from happening. If you want to see how, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just do a search for Mike the Financial Advisor. You should find me.